Immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards. The playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but across the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Here's Madison getting it again on second. And some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Good job there. Tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
7 yards there and a first down. Another carry now for Madison, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins will strike first here, this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown by the way.
extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they drive 80 yards, 9 penalties. Lions taking 6 points from the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long. Better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Drummond. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
First down, and they go back to Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Looking to throw on second down. Drummond. Incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and goes. They want the deflection. They want the knockaways. Take it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are. And let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams that are going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's Madison running on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Ready, go.
Going to run with Madison again. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also right with the running.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On now, the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. Fielded just inside the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off play action. Drummond. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Agba able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Drummond. He's got this to Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Harris running straight ahead. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Drummond. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
It's the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This goes out wide from Madison. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. They'll go Madison Wilson up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one all over the 11-play drive. And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with the touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. To throw on 2nd down, Drummond. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
He finds his man complete. That's Oliver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, or they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll look to throw again. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 17-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime of this. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Back to throw. Drummond. Over the middle, complete. It's Oliver. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now this one complete down. inside.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On play action, here's Tua. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very nice job on the run back there, and he'll get 23 yards all told. And they will take over 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Okay, ready?
Off play action. Drummond. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. 30, 20, 10. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The scoop and score always an exciting play in football. We witnessed it there, rolling it off the ground, and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony Miller. One play, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Boswell for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Miami set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. From midfield, here's Tua. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Check right.
On the handoff, it's Madison to the 27-yard line.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. Down to the 25. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
He completes it to Wilson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the back. Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Switch, yellow, opposite, green, check, pink.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Okay, right. Yellow, line, blue, check white, black block.
Madison. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming out of that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Drummond. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a give to Madison. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check. Check right. Left one. Midway.
They'll run with Madison. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. To the 22-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4 quarters, hours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. This offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset, working with a 2nd and 3. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Back to throw. Drummond. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of the rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air. And I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody.
Make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on a sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here, nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
I told my boss, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. My mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boss, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I'm telling my vision. You young, you should get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. Visor to cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes. Let's go.
I told my boss.
Madden football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by...
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Back to Mixon on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And he fields it cleanly. 35 yards that time on the punt. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Real estate on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Drummond. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Drummond. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. They'll try the right side with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On the move to his left. He's got this to Pickens. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, Drummond. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that 1st sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy has the legs to escape most of these.
Now Burrow loses the football, and they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Drummond. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown. George Pickens from 8 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? Let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game 1? Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. But it's a one-shot deal like the NFL. That's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Drummond. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Oliver. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Drummond. He finds his man complete. It's Oliver. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally, you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. They hand this off to Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. But a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But we tend to give those running backs and the slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Ready?
Now Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
To throw again, Drummond. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me at a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
11 empty, 11 12, 11 11, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. This is Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And this is caught. A A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Drummond. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, Drummond. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Now the lead defensively. Deflated. And now things may have changed for them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing after the interception. Drummond. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Drummond. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining. As we head toward halftime. To the air again, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
11 empty. 11.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where a look around the NFL will have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down, and they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll give to Harris. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. 23 yards on the play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They run with Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Harris. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. They run for it with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that. No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close. Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off. And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
11.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just give them a score. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Burrow on play action. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
11 empty. 11.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
11 mighty.
Mixon. He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results. On 2nd and goal, Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mixon trying to punch it in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And now down 3 scores, I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 3 yards out. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Here we go.
2nd down at 5. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Drummond. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be a tough 3rd and 8 under pressure, and they get it to him again. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping for the loss. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Here we go, here we go.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Burrow will throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
And Burrow going to throw again. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now it's Burrow. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
11 waiting. 11 coming.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bonds. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for him. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they'll get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
To know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
first down. Drummond over the middle, complete. It's Oliver. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just... in this fourth quarter of play. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, this is Harris. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feat.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo, pour so photo.